Hi students, welcome back to my online tutorial on task 8 spreadsheet activity. If you remember, we covered task 8 in our regular class in the classroom, but most of you have done this task, but some of you are still facing difficulty, some of you are still revising it. So I thought I'll do a presentation on this. Right, I have task 8 on spreadsheet, level 1 spreadsheet. I'm going to cover this step-by-step instructions. Please listen carefully, go through this. I have typed the data. I have typed the data the way it's given. Actually, no. I have typed the data. I will explain you how to format this data now. Now, if you see here, previous reading, it has gone to column B and C. I want to use it in the same column B. You use wrap text option. I have explained it 100 times in the classroom. Wrap text. So click on the column B on previous reading and select the option of wrap text. See that it's aligned itself in a single cell. If you want, you can increase the size of this, but if the size is too big enough to accommodate in one cell, it will accommodate itself in one cell, and but then you can reduce the size of the column so that it goes sits in my another it goes sits in the same cell. Now present reading has gone into my next cell. Present reading has gone into column E. The same thing again. Present. Click on the word and I'm going to select wrap text. See that again. Now, but my numbers 62451, it should be under the heading of present reading. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this, highlight it. I'm going to select the option of cut, click where I want to paste it, and then I'm going to select paste. There you go. Now I have two empty columns, D and E. I'm just going to click on the column D and select the option of delete. Again, I'm going to, if I have an empty column, I'm just going to click on D and select delete. Now I have mileage covered. Again, the word covered has gone into cell E, but I want it in the same cell under D. So I'm going to click on the word and select the option of wrap text. There you go. Now I have an empty column E, so I don't want that empty column in between. I'm just going to highlight it and I click on delete. There you go. Now again the word petrol cost has gone. Again I'm going to click on it and select wrap text. Right, and cost per mile here I have typed, so I'm going to select that option as well and wrap text. There you go. I have my am I missing anything else here? My millimeter reading on what's my heading? My heading tells me millimeter reading. Yes, exactly. That's right. I'm going to type millimeter reading, and then now I'm just going to highlight up to there and I click on margin center. I can click on this option cell alignment so that it sits in the middle of the cell. I can make it bold. I can make the heading bold, and also if you want I can increase the size. If I increase the size, you see that I'm missing my M and other part of reading, so I can just go to highlight this and a little bit extra. I'm going to select the option of millimeter reading. Right, I always say use border, so I'm just going to highlight the whole table that I have typed. From this option I'm going to select all border. There you go. I have my border now. Now, okay, let's come to the task of it. Simple. Mileage covered. What is mileage covered? Mileage covered is present reading minus previous reading. So I say, what was mileage covered again? Mileage covered is present reading minus previous reading. So we have to minus 62451 minus 62178. Instead of using the numbers, we will use the cell reference and we will use the formula. Formula always begins with equal symbol. So I'm going to write equal. What's the cell reference of this? It's under the column C and row 3. So it is C3 minus, I'm going to type minus from the keyboard. Now minus is 62178, which is B under column B and row number 3. So B3. So, and then I'm going to press enter on the keyboard. There you go. I get my 273. Once again, next one. Formula begins with equal symbol. This is C4 minus B4. This is B4, 624Y1, B4, and then press enter, 1024. Again, it equals C5 minus B5. Then you can just replicate the formula as well from the corner. If you can just drag and drop it, it will replicate the formula, but you should be careful when you're doing it. Right, now we got our mileage covered. Petrol cost, we have to calculate. Cost per, look at my spelling, R. So it's a bit wrong, so I'm going to change it to cost per mile. Petrol cost, for every mile, it costs me 15 pence, 0.15 to 15 pence. So if I'm covering 273 miles, how much is going to cost me? Simple mathematical instruction, students, no magic in there. Again, I'm going to use the formula equal 273 multiplied by 0.15. So 273, what is the cell reference of 273? That's D3. Multiply is shift 8 star symbol 0.15, because we don't have the cell reference for 0.15. It's E1 is the text also is there, so I'm just going to type it as 0.15, and then I press enter. That gives me 40.95. Okay, once again, one more time, students, one more time, I'm going to explain equal the second one. Now D4 times 0.15, that gives me the answer, and from the corner I can just going to replicate it, and that gives you the answer of petrol cost. And there is one more question in your task 8. There's a 120 fixed cost every month. So I'm just going to write here fixed cost is 120 pounds. 120, I'm going to write it's 120, yes, 120. So that I'm going to use it as a wrap text. I'm going to highlight, make it increase the size a bit. I can make this headings bold. All these students formatting work you have done 100 times in the classroom. Please remember, please remember, please do it, please try it. You're not going to break the computer, so don't be afraid of it. So fixed cost. So now I'm going to have one more heading, total cost. Total cost, you have to add 120, because there is a fixed cost of 120 pounds every month. So you have to add this 120 pounds to this petrol cost. So what we're doing is equal petrol cost is E3 plus 120. That is the 120 is a fixed cost. So that gives me the 160.95. One more time, students, equals E4 plus 120, that gives me 273.6. So from here I'm just going to replicate the formula down, that's it, and then I'm going to have a border, but because this doesn't have a border, I'll highlight it and I'll click from this option, select all border. Brilliant. Now I'm just going to highlight it and highlight it because I want to make the heading bold. I'll put the heading bold, and also I will align it center so it looks neat. Insert header and footer, insert header and footer, type your name and type your date, everything. I'm going to type my name, and the bottom of the page is a date and time. Bottom of the page, type your date. Page layout, if you want to change the page layout to orientation landscape, do it. Orientation landscape, of course. Save your work, make sure you guys save your work regularly. File, save as, and then give a file name. If you want, you can give it as task 8. When the window comes up, make sure where you are saving your work. I'm going to save it under my documents. So I'm going to find here documents, documents, documents. Yes, that's my documents. And then I'm going to save it as task 8. Task 8. Right, and yes, that's task 8 for you guys. And once you save your work, what you do is, if you most of you have shown this work in the classroom, except very few people. If you're working on it, save your work, send it as an attachment to my email, leela.erickman@newham.ac.uk. And in my next tutorial, I'll be doing task 9. um, Task 9, yes, task 9. I'll cover task 9 and task 10. Okay, guys, good luck. Make best use of this time. Uh, do all your incompleted work, and yeah, take care and stay safe. Bye. See you soon.